Goals don't fail because of a lack of strategy. They fail because the identity of the person going after the goal is running on an outdated program, if you were to think of it like a computer. Every year we get to reboot, we get to upgrade our systems and do things in a new way, be someone new, right? A new version of ourselves, a version of ourselves that will accomplish things that we never thought we could in ways that we never thought possible. This is what your nervous system is yearning for, right? It's yearning to be rewired, to go back to stasis, peace, grounding, and to let go of that hustle, that urgency, and that inclination to prove. Hello, beautiful, and welcome back to another episode of Living Room Wisdom, where your story is your glory. I am so happy that you joined us today because it's a new year, and I want to talk about the simple shift that changes everything. And that's the shift from functioning in the hustle to living in harmony. So, again, it's the new year, right? Probably through almost the first month, if not the whole month, right, of the first year. And how are you showing up? Have you already defaulted back to your old overfunctioning ways? It's easy to do. Every January, we write these goals and we, set out to do all of these amazing things and be different. And yet, we're showing up with the same old tired identity, right? The same old tired patterns, trying to do things that you're hoping are going to create more harmony, but you're showing up in the same ways that created something else, usually chaos, overfunctioning, doing it all, carrying it all, not taking care of yourself. And so, if this message is hitting, and I'm kind of calling you out a little over a month into the new year, and you know something needs to change, just know that you've worked hard. But the days of working hard are gone. We need to work smart, right? We get to work in alignment because working hard, you have a tendency to forget who you are, and you just get into the hustle and bustle and start being pulled in a million different directions, which then causes exhaustion. And by the way, exhaustion is not weakness. It's your body sending you a signal that something needs to change. And I'd really hope, my intention for you this year is that you take that invitation and make that change. Goals don't fail, by the way, because of a lack of strategy. They fail because the identity of the person going after the goal is running on an outdated program, if you were to think of it like a computer. So every year we get to reboot, we get to upgrade our systems and do things in a new way, be someone new, right? A new version of ourselves. A version of ourselves that will accomplish things that we never thought we could in ways that we never thought possible. This is what your nervous system is yearning for, right? It's yearning to be rewired, to go back to stasis, peace, grounding, and to let go of that hustle, that urgency, and that inclination to prove. Harmony isn't achieved, it's allowed. This is where the identity work comes in. This is where allowing ourselves to be the center of our ecosystem, while that might sound selfish, it's actually self-full to put yourself in the middle of your ecosystem. And your nervous system will thank you. This is the abundance work. Life actually expands when your identity softens. Life actually expands when your identity softens. And I don't think that's something that gets reflected to us much, right? We are always challenged to do more. And I want to take that and turn it upside down on its head. I don't want to challenge you to do more. I want to challenge you to be, be more of yourself, right? And show up in that fullness, because that's a gift within itself. So if you've been watching the podcast, if you read my book, The Anatomy of Abundance Framework, or sorry, The Anatomy of Abundance book, the book is based on my framework, the Anatomy of Abundance framework. And in the book, it really has exercises and steps to help you reconnect with the truth of who you are, excavating the woman beneath the roles, beneath the expectations. And when you don't know, right, you don't know what you don't know. But by reading the book and starting to get this awareness, you'll start to recognize the areas of your life where you've been moving and serving from obligation and scarcity rather than from a place of intention and abundance. What you'll also do is have an opportunity in that framework to name the patterns, right? You'll be able to identify where those patterns originated. Sometimes it's in our families, right? Generational, maybe passed down or inherited. And you'll get a chance to choose something new. You'll also get an opportunity to take steps towards moving in a different direction, moving into action with accountability and support, and choosing actions from a place of alignment, not adrenaline. So that is really what I wanted to talk about today, is inviting you to step into that shift, to create a new way for your sisters, to be a model of embodied leadership. And I'm here to support you in that journey. If you've been watching the podcast, you know that I've been busy behind the scenes for the past few months, creating a beautiful container that is between like one-on-one coaching and solo retreats, and my Pure Abundance retreats, which are international retreats for 10 to 12 days. And that space is what we're calling the Sovereign CEO Collective. And this is a longer engagement. It is a true container where you can bring all of yourself. You can bring your business, you can bring your motherhood, you can bring your badass, you can bring your crumbling, vulnerable, wounded self. And it's a place where we're going to be here to hold you, to see you, to hear you, but more importantly, to reshape you, rebuild you, recalibrate you so that you can go out and do life in a new way that feels aligned and energizing and joyful and fulfilling, so that you don't just have the success on the outside, but you feel successful on the inside as well. So if this is something that's resonating with you, I'm very excited to let you know that the doors will be opening soon, finally. So if you're ready for something that feels softer, if you're ready for something that feels more spacious, and you're wanting to gift yourself the opportunity to develop this new, softer, more abundant, more embodied identity, then go ahead and take a look at our Sovereign CEO Collective. We do have an intent, not an intent, but a preview page up where you can go and take a look at what that is all about. And there's also an opportunity for you to get on the early interest list so that we can let you know directly when the doors for that program open. So I'm very excited to welcome all of you who are resonating with this, who are needing this right now, longing for that connection, longing for the growth. We're here for you. And until then, we will see you next week, same time, same place, right here in the living room on Living Room Wisdom Podcast. Go ahead and click the link in comments, or sorry, our show notes, or visit my website, patrinawisdom.com, for details on the Sovereign CEO Collective, as well as my other offers. And we'll see you next week. Take care. Namaste.